So what's up, man? Got a new video today. I'm glad. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is a good night for everybody. In the evening, well, it's still a little daylight out there, a little evening. You know what I'm saying? But I got a few things, man. I got to get off my chest. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing, let me stop this because that's annoying as a motherfucker. Yo, the first thing. Hold, let me get a sip real quick because I don't know, y'all DJs, man. Y'all DJs, y'all old rappers, y'all be tripping sometimes. And I'm gonna tell you why. So number one, let's get down to this whole sampling thing, right? Now, when you're a beat maker, um, these days, even I mean, since the beginning of people making sampling machines and devices and all that shit, right? Um, like back in the day, we would, we had the SB 1200, EMU, ASR 10, SB 12, all that good stuff, right? But now it's like you took it to another level with the technology, right? Because back then you had like very a second or two of sampling time. Let's say that. Let's with the S900s and all that. You had a little bit more and all that, but now you got all this unlike basically unlimited sampling time, right? And then you had this software that could chop it up and all of that for you, right? So now it's come to a point where before sampling was damn near art form, where okay, if you had an S900 or something like that, a Kai, you could sample a loop, and on like that Molly Mall Rakim type stuff, you loop it and add some flavor to it or whatever, right? But now cats is like sampling a whole 2 minutes and then just hitting the button, bam, 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 on the drum machine or whatever you got. And to me, that's not really sampling. That's stealing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's not really that creative because the whole thing with sampling is to me like a form of imitation, like a little bit of flattery. Like, yo, I got this idea, right? And the idea that I have is like I got inspired from whatever this is, right? Okay, I'm not saying this, but just whatever, right? Got an idea off of my head, off the top of that, I can think of a beat, or I can take a piece of that and cut it up and chop it, and then play it, or whatever, or mix it up, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like cats. I've been watching a lot of beat making videos, and a lot of cats is basically sampling a whole minute or so, and just hitting the button, dot 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 dot. Yo, son, that's not no real creative shit. For real, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm gonna keep it real and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying none of my shit was in the top Billboard 100 or nothing, but what I'm trying to tell you is that, with all these things like Splice, where you can download unlimited samples and then you can flip them, and then my man, Trap Tendo, he be, coming out with ways to make different sounds out of basically nothing and shit. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. Y'all cats, man, it's a thin line between stealing and inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to keep it on an inspiring level for people that's beat makers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that way you come out with something. I don't even know what it is. I want to be like, I know, sometimes back in the day, with the Dr. Dre's and stuff, they would pull together people to actually play actual instruments and replay something. That's a little different. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, yo, they just go rip it off of YouTube instead of going to get the record or whatever. Like I just copped these records right here from the old record shop, bookshop up the street, and I'm gonna go through them, get sounds and all that. But I'm not gonna cut them up. I'm not gonna just sample a whole minute or so. I want to use pieces where you don't know what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing with that. So, yeah, we're gonna keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just had to get that off my chest. And if just let me know if you got a problem with that, because I mean, we can do better, man. As beat makers, producers, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We can do a lot better. That's the way I feel about that. So with that said, I got that off my chest, and I'll probably come back to that later on, cause it seems like the shit never end, right? with these beat videos where people are not actually manipulating the sounds and all of that. So we'll come back to that. So right now, let's just take a cut break from me, a little cut break. All right, peace. All right, now to that quick commercial break, let's get back to the business. Now, the next topic of discussion is DJ gear. You know what I'm saying? DJ gear, yeah. hmm Now, I know you probably seen my video of the Studio Man Cave tour, right? By this time. And let me tell you one thing. So, all this fuss, let's get straight to it, man. Let's just not even play no games. Let's just pull the toast out the toaster, put the butter on it, and the jelly, or the jam, or the spread, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get right to it, man. So, number one, recently, let's say at the recent DJ, what's the word I'm looking for, man? NAM and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? At the trade shows. All right, everybody was going crazy off the Rain 12 and all of that, and the other thing, you know, the little joint you put on there. You only need to put the needle on there. Please help me out right now. You know what I'm saying? A little absent-minded right now, thanks to this good old bourbon right here. But anyway, that's another story. So, a main thing, DJ gear, old versus new, and do you need to keep updating and all of that? Okay, so number one, let's get it straight right now, right? Number one, when it comes to DJ gear, there's one thing most. Oh shit, I joined all fucked up. It's one thing that I can say for sure. The crowd doesn't give a fizzle. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you can have DJs up there, no disrespect, you can't even see what's going on, like say at a festival. They could be playing a tape for all you know. Only thing that matters to the crowd is that it sounds good, right? And that it's creating a vibe, number two, and they can feel this vibe coming from you or your music or whatever, right? And the crowd going crazy. No one cares if you're using the sync. No one cares if you're using Tractor, Serato, Virtual DJ. Nobody gives a mother. You know what I'm saying? Only thing they care about is getting drunk, having a good time at their wedding, having a good time at the corporate party, at the Christmas party, having a good time at the grand opening of the barbershop you DJing at. Whatever it is, car dealership, doesn't matter. So let's get to this old equipment versus new equipment. There's a quote from Dr. Dre that stood with me. This is way before YouTube. I heard him say, "It doesn't matter what equipment you use; it's what you do with it." You know what I'm saying? Most people don't know or realize that a lot of times, I say 80% out of 100 times, under 100%, you already have what's around you to put money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's up here, you know. But when it comes to equipment or whatever it is you do, let's stick to the DJ shit. But you already got it, right? You can take a $200 controller, do one party, charge $350, you got your money back. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter if you paid $1,800, $4,000, or $400. you're gonna still get that same check. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your drive, your persistence, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing with people hitting me up. Okay, yes, I had the Akai for some time now, right? Um, what did I have before this? I forgot. I don't know. But before I was using Tractor before. Oh yeah, I had Tractor, and then I had I had the Newmark NS7, and I also had the um the Newmark controller, the little small one. I forgot that quick. But anyway, that I made more money with that little baby. Not the NS7. I've done a lot of gigs with the NS7, but the little Newmark joint, the like the whatever it's called. I made a lot of money with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it in the comments below or something. But um, I made a lot of money with that. So with this being said, man, you it doesn't matter what you use. Get something right. Master it. Once you master whatever it is you have, you're going to get nice with it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen dudes with the worst motherfucking setup, but yet they had the best sound, or they was doing shit like, damn, that shit sound crazy. Now, let's keep it real. You're not going to go to a party and do a whole turntablism situation. What you're going to do is you're going to try to get your little turntablism thing off in between songs, maybe. But you're just gonna be mostly playing music and transitioning and blending at let's say weddings and all of that. So it doesn't really matter when you're making money. Now, if you're doing a performance, if you get paid to do DJ performances, like say Craze or something like that, you know what I'm saying? It does matter a little bit. You want to have turntables and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter what kind of turntables you have. If you got Stanton, Techniques, Pioneer, it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's all up in arms about the Rain 72, right? Last year or so, or a year and a half ago, whatever it was, everybody was up in arms. Oh my God, I gotta get the Pioneer S9 and shit. Yo, that's the shit. That thing is the shit. You know what I'm saying? But now I see dudes like, yo, I'm getting rid of my S9 and getting the 72. I'm like, yo, fam, you ain't even made $300 off the S9. You know what I'm saying? You got a 15-minute mix on SoundCloud with the S9 and shit. Yo, I don't even know if you can write that shit off on your taxes, fam. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter what you use. You know what I'm saying? Now they got these nice DJ bells. You got the DMC, where you got a little bit of turn. You got a lot. Actually, you need a lot of turntable skills. You got the Red Bull, where you got the whole rock the crowd skills. And I watched a few of those, and now it's like it doesn't even. The thing that matters with that type of stuff is how you get the party jumping off of that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about backspinning and taking your shoes off and all of that and shit and doing a headstand on the motherfucking turntable. It ain't about none of that. So with that being said, and then like the Goldie, was it the Goldie Awards, the A-Track joint? It's like bring whatever you got, make a beat in front of us, whatever. And that's you know what I'm saying, that could win you the contest. So it's not about what you have, it's about what you do with it. So my advice to you cats with this new old gear and all that, yo, keep whatever you have. If it breaks, okay, or maybe even sometimes you do get tired of shit. Like I'm starting to get tired of the Kai, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to upgrade, you know what I'm saying? But but the reason for my upgrading is I'm just tired of it. Maybe this is the shit. And I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna get well. I got one PTO one. I'm gonna get a second PTO one, and maybe use it with the Akai. You know what I'm saying? Also, I have an old realistic mix. I might refurbish that and use it with the PTO ones. You know what I'm saying? And then for my Supreme Council DJs channel, I got the Pioneer DDJ SX2. Now the DDJ SX2, like I was saying, it doesn't really matter what you use at parties and shit because the crowd don't give a fuck. I took that. Matter of fact, I only had it maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. I only done one gig with it. And I basically got my money, well, I say about half my money back off that already. And you see what I'm saying? And if I was to go hard with that, You know, I could easily get my money back in 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, don't stress yourself out, fam. When it comes to new DJ equipment, master what you have. Usually, you can make money with what you already have. You know what I'm saying? What, like I said, whether it's techniques, Pioneer, uh, um, Stanton, whatever, you can make money with that if that's your goal. But if it's a hobby or you're a gearhead or whatever, and a lot of gearheads, they don't even really, they just collect gear and they don't even blend. They don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just like it. It's like a person that collects a bunch of cars, but they couldn't work on it themselves. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter, man. If that's your thing, you know what I'm saying? If you just like collecting gear, okay, that's fine. But when it comes to you making money for yourself, put some money in your pocket or whatever, you want to go overseas, do a tour, get your little routine together, do corporate shit or whatever. Um, it doesn't really matter, man. Get you Pioneer DDJ-SX2, get you whatever, Rain, all that bullshit, and master it. You know what I'm saying? Get you something old, get you the Z2 or something, master it, and I'm telling you, man, you're gonna come out on top, and nobody's gonna look down on you except for other DJs. Oh man, he using that old thing. Look, man, that old thing just made me $600. Fuck out my face. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with that sync button shit. I mean, disclaimer: I don't use sync button because I don't even know why you even have to use the sync button these days when you got the BPMs right on the Serato or Virtual DJ, or whatever, or Record Box or whatever. I mean, back in the day, we used to take the records and put the BPM on there ourselves. Not on this one, of course. I don't even know what the hell that is. Um, and put the BP on ourselves, and that way we knew. We looked at it. This is before computers and shit. We looked at it and we knew this is 98 point. This is 98. We actually wasn't no point nothing. This was 98. This is 110. You know what I'm saying? You adjust your tempos and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then you was on. Now it's right there automatically. You don't have to calculate. We used to get a calculator, come from the record store with the calculator, calculate the BPMs and all that. Now it's in the software, so it's real simple. So there's no need for sync buttons and all of that. And I know I'm rambling on, but just to let you know, man, for you new DJs and all of that, even the older cats, you don't need the new and the most freshest shit. Now, sometimes shit does get out of date. They don't do software upgrades and all that shit, and that's on fucking purpose. Now you got what, 2 or 3 companies that make 50 different brands of shit. So it's basically a game to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like with cars and shit. You got 10 car makers out there, but you got fucking 800 different types of cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically like that now. So it doesn't matter, man. As long as you nice and you practice at your shit, and then you take that and apply it to putting money in your pocket, you good, man. So forget all that. Don't fall into the pressure and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and do your thing. Practice with what you have. I'm pretty sure somebody out there doing a party right now with a Newmark PTO-1 turntable. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't doubt it. If you do know somebody like that, hit me up in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And before you do all that, I want to thank you for subscribing and watching this video, man. And also, yeah, check out my studio tour video. Check out my other pages, Supreme Council DJs and Hood Review. You know what I'm saying? But after that, that's it, baby. Peace. And I'm out.